Oh, so last night we explained it. So, okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wa sallallahu ala nabiyyil kareem. Muhammadin wa alihi wa ashabi ajma'een. As we mentioned last night, that issue of taqdeer and belief in taqdeer, that is one of the 7 mu'man bihi, or one of the 7 mu'taqadat, or one of the 7 aqidas. And 7 aqidah, that is a package deal. A person will have all the 7 aqidah, he would be considered a Muslim. If he will deny any one of that, he will lose his iman. That is just like wudu. So in wudu, how many arkan are there in wudu? 4 according to whom? Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullahi alayh. And 6 according to Imam Shafi and Ahmad ibn Hanbal, and 7 according to Imam Malik. Got it? So what the 4 are, that is mentioned in ayah of Suratul Ma'idah. إِذَا قُمْتُمْ إِلَى الصَّلَاةِ فَاغْسِلُوا وُجُوهَكُمْ وَأَيْدِيَكُمْ إِلَى الْمَرَافِقِ وَامْسَحُوا بِرُؤُوسِكُمْ وَأَرْجُلَكُمْ إِلَى الْكَعْبَيْنِ. To wash face, to wash both hands including elbows, to do masa of head, and to wash feet including ankles. Got it? Now these 4 are unanimously agreed upon, as that is there in the ayah of Suratul Ma'idah. But then Imam Shafi rahmatullahi alayh and Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal rahimahumallah, they included in fara'id the niyat of wudu as well. That niyat, that is also faraz. If somebody, he fell down there in a pond of water, so he is totally washed. Got it? But he cannot pay prayer with that wash, because he did not make intention for wudu. Or somebody fell in a water channel, so they say, when he was falling down accidentally, so right away in the same process, he made intention for wudu. So he dipped there in water and came out, his wudu is done, because intention is there. So intention is farz according to Imam Ahmad and Imam Shafi, rahimahumallah. And number 2, tartib, or sequence, which is mentioned there in the ayah of Suratul Ma'idah. So according to Hanafiya, thanks to Abu Hanifa rahmatullahi alayh, made things easy. He said that all 4 actions are needed for wudu. As far as sequence is concerned, that face, then hands, then mas, and then washing your qadamain. He said this sequence is sunnah. But they say this sequence is farz as well. Sequence is farz as well. So if somebody washed his feet first and then the other organs, so to them the wudu is not done. To us the wudu is done. So that is good when you are traveling here. So I give the fatwa, because people ask that somewhere there is no place for washing your feet. I say, look, when you are going to the bathroom, just take water with you. You did istinja, the remaining water will come out once again, and take some more water and go there and wash your feet first there in the bathroom. And then come out and make the remaining wudu. Got it? Easy or difficult? Easy. Easy. But according to them 3, if you will do that, so then that is not okay. Got it? Because they say the same sequence. And Imam Malik rahmatullahi alayh, he included with that al-mawalat. But al-mawalat, that every action must be right after the other. So if somebody, he was making wudu, he washed his face, then he came out, took 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes here with us sitting, and went back. So according to Imam Malik, he has to restart his wudu from the beginning. But according to we three, Abu Hanifa, Shafi and Ahmad rahimahumullah, he should make the remaining wudu and his wudu is done. So now, any one of these faraiz, if that is missed, the wudu is not done. You cannot say that if somebody did 3 of them, so you will say that he is 75% with wudu and 20%, 25% without wudu. No, a person will be either with wudu or without wudu. Got it? And that's worse. Once someone in Darsi asked, Sheikh, if somebody is making wuzu, and in the meantime, when he did half of that, and he passed the gas, so the done part of wuzu is gone, or that is still okay? I said that, look, this bum is such a dirty bum. If you will release it, it will demolish your whole wuzu. What about a partial wuzu? Got it? So anyhow, now a person will be with wudu or without wudu. There is no percentage. Same is the case of aqidah. So these 7 aqaid which are mentioned there in Iman Mufassal, amantu billahi wa malaikatihi wa kutubihi wa rusulihi wal yawmil akhir wal qadri khairihi wa sharrihi min Allah ta'ala wal ba'thi ba'da al maut. How many aqidas are there? 7. So if somebody will believe all these 7, he is a mu'min. If he will deny or refuse one out of these 7, he will become kafir at the moment. He is not mu'min anyway. Got it? Because that's a package. That's what? That's a package. So taqdeer is one of these 7. Wal qadri khairihi wa sharrihi min Allah ta'ala. And as we mentioned night before last night, or on Monday night, that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, that man lam yu'min bil qadri khairihi wa sharrihi fa ana bari'un minhu. If somebody will not believe in taqdeer, I have nothing to do with that guy. Means he got disconnected from me. Disconnection from Muhammad, what it means, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he lost his iman. He lost his iman. Fa ana bari'un minhu. So anyhow, Imam rahmatullahi alayh, he called taqdeer a'zamu anwa'il birr. And birr, as I told you, that even though in tafsir, sometime we explain the birr with iman. ليس البر أن تولوا وجوهكم قبل المشرق والمغرب ولكن البر من آمن بالله إلى آخره. So there Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, if we will make it an action, so then it means will be that a good deed is not this only that you will face in your prayer, the west or the east, walakin al-birra, but the actual good deed is man amana billah. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala started with iman. Iman is action or that is belief? Say belief. That is belief. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala himself called iman what? An action, amal. Because what is amal? Kullu ma sadara. Kullu ما صدر من جارحة الإنسان يسمى عملا. Anything which is produced by an organ of a human, that is called amal. Got it? But then amal is divided into 2 categories. One is called fa'il and the second one is called amal again. Yes, so fa'il is translated into functions. So now look, we have nothing to do with the pumping of our heart. It is doing it itself. That is function. So that is called fi'lul qalb. That's called what? Fi'lul qalb. The action of heart. The action of heart. Also, any action which is produced by desires, like our natural requirements, food, drink, and things like that, these are called af'al. These are not called a'mal. These are called what? Af'al, not a'mal. A'mal need your intention. A'mal need your intention. So for a human, when he makes an intention and he is doing something, so that is called his amal. Maybe good or bad, but that's called amal. Got it or not it? So now, the function of heart is also called amal, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala himself says albir an ليس البر أن تولوا وجوهكم قبل المشرق والمغرب ولكن البر من آمن بالله. That Iman Billah is bir and bir is amal. So Imam Rahmatullahi alayh, he adopted the same concept about taqdeer. That taqdeer is a belief and belief is the best amal. So then he himself explained it, that why it is called amal, because that is the action of your heart. Got it? And then Imam Rahmatullahi alayh, he said that belief in taqdeer will resolve a lot of your problems and your difficulties. For example, somebody, he has lost his father, lost his mother, lost his brother, lost his son, lost his daughter, lost his wife, lost her husband, and so on. Got it? So now, if for sure, any one of your kins, if you will miss them, so you will fall in grief. If you will sit with grief all alone, you will lose your brain and your mind. You will become insane and crazy. But the moment you will dictate yourself, that was the taqdeer of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That was the decree of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. 80% of your grief is gone. Got it? The strong is your belief in taqdeer, the easy is your life. Got it? That's what Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, the second hadith, which is brought by Imam Rahmatullahi alayhi here, that لا يؤمن عبد حتى يؤمن بالقدر خيره وشره حتى يعلم أن ما أصابه لم يكن ليخطئه وأن ما أخطأه لم يكن ليصيبه. That whatever you got, it was not to miss you, because why you got it, that was taqdeer. If somebody you missed, it was not to have it, because taqdeer. Got it? That will make your life easy. That will make your life very easy. And then Imam Rahmatullahi alayh, he said that when there is the taqdeer of Allah, so whatever his taqdeer is, the result will never be different of the taqdeer of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But as I told you people again and again, that there are two things. One is called taqdeer and another one is called tadbir. So we have belief in taqdeer, but we are not bound by taqdeer. We are bound for tadbir. We are bound because Allah has given us aql. We will be making our own plans. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, ihras ala ma yanfa'uka wasta'in billah wa la ta'jaz. Think about the thing you are going to do. If that is beneficial to you, so don't be stupid, nor be weak. Don't turn around. Just go ahead and do that. Yes, you are a mu'min, wasta'in billah. So never depend upon your own planning, only ask i'anat from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that Allah help me. Allah. So you did all that, but the result did not come according to your desire or what you have planned for. وَإِنْ أَصَابَكَ شَيْءٌ. If the result came other way around, فَقُلْ مَا شَاءَ اللَّهُ وَمَا قَدَرَ. So say that what Allah willed and what Allah decreed. Now how much easy is, for example, you invested in somewhere in a business and you are thinking this business is very fruitful and this will give me 100,000 profit. You planned very good planning, but things are happening. Fluctuation is sunnatul hayat. In this life, fluctuation up and down, it takes place. The thing turned around and you lost your money. Got it? How big in grief you will be. Not only that you have not got the profit, you lost your capital as well. Got it? But the moment you will dictate yourself that what Allah willed and what Allah decreed, who cares? Yes, you get relaxed. Yes, no pain. Yes, no muscle tension. Got it? So anyhow, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says that the result will not come against the decree and taqdeer of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So now it means that Allah has the power, Allahu ala kulli shayin qadir, that He has the power over everything. So now, has the human power or not? So Imam Waliullah says, yes, They have the power to do a thing, but their power is not real. Real power is only that of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Is it or not? Say, yes. Because he never lost it, he will never lose it. Every time, 24/7, since ever, forever, he has the power over everything. As far as human is concerned, sometimes they have it, sometimes they do not have it. So it means that they don't have the real power. And Imam gave us an example that real power is that of Allah, like a tree. Like what? A tree or any particle, yes, a material particle which can make a shadow there in the sun. And Imam Rahmatullah Alayhi says, our power, that is just like the shadow of power. That is what? That's not real power. That's what? Shadow. And to further elaborate, Imam gave us an example. Standing in front of a big mirror, you are seen there inside the mirror. Yes? Yes. Got it? So you can say about yourself, or we can say about yourself, that this is Maulvi Yusuf. Indicating to you, this is Maulvi Yusuf. And indicated to that picture which is there in the mirror, again we can say, that is Maulvi Yusuf, while that is not. While looking like Maulvi Yusuf totally, but that is not Maulvi Yusuf. That is the picture in the mirror of Maulvi Yusuf. So Imam Rahmatullah Alayhi says that our power is like that picture in the mirror. You are getting it? Yes. Or not? Got it? And then Imam Rahmatullah Alayhi, he said that some ulama, they misconceived. Naqib, what they did? They misconceived. So they say that the taqdeer and ilm of Allah are both one and the same. Imam said, no, not at all. Ilm is a different attribute of Allah, and taqdeer is a different quality and attribute of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Got it? Like ilm and qudra, because taqdeer is coming from qudra. Taqdeer is derived from what? From qudra and power. So he said that ilm, that is a separate quality, and qudra is a separate quality, and thus taqdeer is a separate thing as far as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is concerned. Got it? And then Imam Rahmatullahi Alayhi, he said that taqdeer means, proper meaning of taqdeer, or proper concept of taqdeer is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, number one, he knows each and everything which is in existence, ijmalan wa tafsilan. How? Ijmalan wa tafsilan. Ijmalan mean in totality, and tafsilan mean totally. Ijmalan mean in totality, and tafsilan mean totally. For example, a newcomer, you knew him ijmalan, that he is a human, his name is so and so. Got it? But about his details, do you know him? Say, no. You don't know him. You don't, and that's why when may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive and forbid, but if you are in need of going to a court, and in court somebody, he is testifying against you, he is from your community, but not that much close to you, you never involved with that guy that much. You know his name, you know his house as well, but you don't know what type of character he has and what caliber he has. So for the said purpose, you are hiring a private investigator to find out the details of that guy. So there we can say that you know him in totality, but not totally. When the private investigator will bring forth all the details, then you will know him totally. And then your attorney or you yourself, you can make an objection that this guy is a wanted guy. Got it? Or he is a criminal. Yes, his record is like this. So then his testimony is rejected in a court of law. Got it? Yes. Or not it? So Imam Rahmatullah Alayhi says, Allah knows every single particle in this world, in totality and totally. Maybe that particle is in existence now, or it will exist tomorrow, or day after tomorrow, or 1 year later, or 1 million years later. But Allah knows it in detail. Why? Because if it is coming to existence, so it means created. It means Created. So now if you say that Allah knows that particle to come into existence in totality but not totally. So if He does not know it totally, how He created it then? Got it? And if He does not know it totally, so how He has an overtaking power over that particle as well? Got it? So actually Imam Rahmatullahi alayhi is condemning Mu'tazila. He's condemning Mu'tazila because Mu'tazila says things in existence, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows those things in totality and totally both. But things which has to exist, now a human, which has to be born after 10 years. A human which has to be born. So they say that Allah knows a human in totality who are coming in this world, but He doesn't know every individual totally who is not yet in this world and he has to come. So I say, if that is not how He made it. Got it? You are getting it or not? Yes. The Toyota manufacturer, they know all about the Toyota. Yeah, in totally and totality. Yes, that's why they are making Toyotas. Yes, if somebody does not know a car totally, so how he can make it? Can he? No. Say, no. He cannot. So anyhow, Imam Rahmatullahi alayhi says, وَعْلَمْ and know أَنَّ اللَّهَ شَمَلَ عِلْمُهُ الْأَزَلِيَّ الذَّاتِي kullama wujida aw sayujad, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, His ilm and knowledge is included. His ilm is, that is azali or that is hadith? That is azali, since ever forever. So ilmi azali of Allah means everlasting or eternal knowledge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That includes kullu ma wujida, everything which existed, aw sayujad, or which is to be exist in future. Min al-hawadis, mean from ephemeral things. So muhalun an yatakhallafa ilmuhu an shay'in. Now that is impossible that His ilm will be behind any shay. His ilm will be that the thing is there and His ilm is far behind. He doesn't know it. So Imam Rahmatullah says this concept is totally an insane concept. That is muhalun an yatakhallafa ilmuhu an shay' aw yatahaqqaqa ghayra ma alima. Or this is also mahal and impossible that a thing will come into existence which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not know in detail. فَيَكُونُ جَهْلًا لَا عِلْمًا. So then this will be the jahl of Allah, not the ilm of Allah. Then we cannot say that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bi kulli shay'in alim. How we can say it? How the Quran said wallahu bi kulli shay'in alim? Because He does not know this thing. So this part of knowledge is not knowledge, that is His jahl. Ma'azallah. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. So وَهَذِي مَسْأَلَةُ شُمُولِ الْعِلْمِ. And Imam Rahmatullah alayhi says that this issue is the issue of شُمُولُ عِلْمِ اللَّهِ عَزَّ وَجَلْ, the inclusiveness of the knowledge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to each and every single particle in existence or not in existence yet and which has to exist. وَلَيْسَتْ بِمَسْأَلَةِ الْقَدَرِ. And he said, but this issue is not the issue of taqdeer. وَلَا يُخَالِفُ فِيهَا فِرْقَةٌ مِنَ الْفِرَقِ الْإِسْلَامِيَّةِ. And all firaq Islamiyya, how many sects are there in Islam originally? Four. Say. Ahlus Sunnah. Number two. Shia. Number three. Khawarij. And number four. Mu'tazila. Yes, and they came into existence in the same sequence. Number one, Ahlus Sunnah. Then the first one who came in existence after Ahlus Sunnah, they were Shia. Yes, and then from Shia, from their button and their belly. Yes, who came out the third one? The Khawarij. And then from Shia, the fourth category, who came out? The Mu'tazila. And I gave you the details about all these, the four sects, that how they came into existence, how the Shia became Shia. Yes, and I told you a joke also, that there was a Sunni and a Shia, and they were debating with one another, we are on right and you are on right side. Yes. So now the Sunni, he was very smart. He said to the Shia guy that I am very much convinced with your arguments. And I am very much ready to accept the Shia mazhab, but I have only one reservation. Yes. So he said, what is your, he became happy that I got one guy, buddy, that I got another buddy. Yes. So he said, what your reservation is? He said that I heard that you people were stealing shoes in the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam from masjid. Is it right that you people were stealing what? Shoes from the masjid of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? So the Shia, he said, who told you? At that time there was no Shia. He said, that's what I'm saying. Where from you came then? Got it? Yes, or not? So anyhow, Shia were the first one who existed. And then from Shia, the Khawarij. When the Khawarij came into existence? Why you are not memorizing? I am telling you. When Shia came into existence, in the time of Abu Bakr, there was no any such like concept. In the time of Umar, there was no such like concept. For the first time, it came into existence in the time of Sayyidina Usman raziyallahu ta'ala an. When Sayyidina Usman, who was the founder? Abdullah ibn Sabah. Yes, who pretended to be a Muslim, but he was a Jew. Yes, so he was penetrating all these bad things in Muslims that look, Ali raziyallahu ta'ala an, he is the brother of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He was entitled to have Khalafat, but Abu Bakr grabbed it, then Umar grabbed it, and now Osman grabbed it. Yes, so they say, yes, you are right. Because superficial approach is very good for superficial people. Yes, because superficial people cannot go in depth. Yes, and deep talks they do not understand properly. So to approach them on superficial basis, you can convince them. So he convinced so many people. Sayyidina Usman radhiyallahu ta'ala turned him out from Medina. He turned him out from Medina. So first he went to Kufa. But here he couldn't find any fertility. So he left that and went to Basra. So in Basra also, people did not listen to him. Then he went to Egypt, and Egyptians, they listened to him properly. Yes, and they joined him. So anyhow, and therefrom, the fitna started against Sayyidina Usman. And actually, the base of fitna was not deen. The base of fitna was politics. Base of fitna was what? The politics. Why? Usman radiallahu ta'ala an. When Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam established the first ever Islamic state in Medina, how much was it? How many miles? I told you, you write it down. I don't know that. What happened to your young brain? Yes, 276 square miles. So the state from the very first day, it was 276 square miles. And then in the lifetime of the Prophet ﷺ, in 10 years only, it was expanded to 1 million square miles. In the time of Abu Bakr, lot of futuhat happened. Same was the case in the time of Umar, raziyallahu ta'ala an. When Umar was passing away, it was 2.2 million square miles. Got it? And then Usman, raziyallahu ta'ala an, he ruled for 12 years. So the first 6 years, he was, yes, going like a wind in all direction. He went up to China, up to Central Asia, here, up to the Europe. Yes, a part of Europe, he grabbed it as well. So now they said, oh, this guy is going to conquer the whole world. Got it? So such like people, they are creating problem inside the country, inside the state. So they installed the guy that you should, yes, create some fitna, some problem. So he did it. And the last 6 years, that went through all these fitnas. Got it? But anyhow, in the time of Sayyidina Ali, raziyallahu ta'ala an, yes, there were 2 Shia groups. One is, say, Shi'an Ali, and the second one, Shi'an Muawiyah. Yes, the group of Muawiyah was called Shi'an Muawiyah. The group of Ali was called Shi'an Ali. Now, when in Siffin, what? Battle of Siffin. When they agreed in the battlefield for an arbitration, without asking Ali raziyallahu ta'ala an, but Ali was not putting his people down. He said, why you are in hurry? You were very close to victory and you accepted the arbitration. He said that now when you accepted, I am not going to put you down. but who should be a representative from our side? They say, we gave the name. He said, who? So they said, Abu Musa Ash'ari radiyallahu ta'ala an. So Ali radiyallahu ta'ala anhu says, with due respect to Abu Musa radiyallahu ta'ala, a great scholar, a great judge, a great qazi, but he is not a great politician. He doesn't know how to handle and talk about the political issues. Yes? Got or not it?
Yes.
He said, from the other side, I am very much sure that their from representative will be who? Say, Amr ibn al-As radiyallahu ta'ala an, the statesman. He said that the Persian emperor and the Roman emperor was unable to talk on table to Amr ibn al-As radiyallahu ta'ala an. So he said that you are defeated. Yes, you are defeated on the table because there from Amr ibn al-As is coming. Radiyallahu ta'ala. So anyhow, when the arbitration took place and the result was that as Ali radiyallahu ta'ala said. Got it? So now these people themselves, they departed their way, separated their way from Ali radiyallahu ta'ala an, and they say neither we are with Muawiyah, ma'azallah that he is a kafir, and nor we are with Ali because he turned to kufr when he agreed for arbitration with Muawiyah. Got it? So they are called Khawarij. This group was called Khawarij. And then after the death of Sayyidina Ali radiyallahu ta'ala an in Kufa, the people gave their pledge of allegiance to whom? To Hassan ibn Ali radiyallahu ta'ala an. So Hassan ibn Ali, he became Khalifa, but he was not a man of politics. He was a man of two other fields, ilm and ibadah. Got it? So a battle happened between him and Muawiyah radiyallahu ta'ala an. And of course Muawiyah radiyallahu ta'ala an was a statesman. Yes? So his army, they became victorious. And Sayyidina Hassan radiyallahu ta'ala an, he was not feeling relaxed with all this bloodshed. So he sent a message to Muawiyah, I am going to give you a pledge to unite the Muslim Ummah. And that's why we call him Imam Wahdatil Ummah. Hassan ibn Ali, we call him what? Imam Wahdatil Ummah. That he is the Imam of the unification of Ummah. So anyhow, his followers, when he gave his pledge to Muawiyah radiyallahu ta'ala an, so his followers, they separated their way from Hassan ibn Ali, that we are not going to get involved in politics, we are only for ilm. We are only for ilm. And these people called Mu'tazila. Got it? So now, Imam Rahmatullahi alayhi says that these are the four major firqas and sects of Muslims: Sunnis, Shia, Khawarij, and Mu'tazila. And they agreed upon this, that the knowledge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is an inclusive knowledge. Details are something else. Details are something else. But originally they believe that his knowledge is an inclusive knowledge. So regarding everything, إنما القدر الذي دلت عليه الأحاديث المستفيدة, and taqdeer, which upon so many ahadith mashhura. Mustafida mean? Mashhura. Ahadith mashhura. Because basically, look at me, basically we classify hadith into two categories. One we call it khabar mutawatir, and the second one we call it khabar wahid. We call it khabar wahid. Khabar mutawatir is that hadith which is narrated by so many people, such a number of people that you cannot conceive that they can agree upon a lie anyway. Got it? So the number is not for counts, that's such a big number. Got it? And the second one is khabar wahid. But then khabar wahid is classified into three categories. One is called khabar gharib, which is related by one narrator. Second one is khabar aziz, by two narrators. And third one is khabar mashhur, which is narrated by more than two narrators. Got it? While some muhaddiseen, from the very beginning, they classify hadith to three categories. So they say khabar mashhur is not a kind and type of khabar wahid. That is a separate kind and self of hadith. So they say khabar wahid, khabar mashhur, and khabar mutawatir. And then khabar wahid, they further subclassify to two categories, which is khabar gharib and khabar aziz. So anyhow, Imam Rahmatullah alayhi says, إِنَّمَا الْقَدْرُ الَّذِي دَلَّتْ عَلَيْهِ الْحَدِيثُ الْمُصْطَفِيدَ وَمَضَى عَلَيْهِ السَّلَفُ الصَّالِحِ. That the issue of taqdeer is put there in the hadith mashhura, and Salaf Salihin our predecessors, they were going upon that way, which is mentioned there in hadith. وَلَمْ يُوَفَّقْ لَهُ إِلَّا الْمُحَقِّقُونَ. But to understand it properly, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, this is not a job of ke ho mein and kehta ho zeta. Got it? This is not a job of everyone. Only the scholarly people who have a deep knowledge, they can understand this issue. Got it? وَيَتَّجِعُ عَلَيْهِ السُّؤَالِ. But now, in taqdeer, for example, I am doing something good. So that was decreed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in taqdeer. May Allah forgive and forbid, I am doing something evil. That is also decreed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So now, وَيَتَّجِعُ عَلَيْهِ السُّؤَالِ بِأَنَّهُ مُتَدَافِعٌ مَتَّكْلِيفٌ. That look at me. When something is decreed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, why I am bound for that? Or I had responsible for that I would be recompensed. Why I am rewarded for that? That's a decree of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala if I prayed by prayer. If I did something wrong, that was decreed upon me by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, why I have to be punished? So Imam Rahmatullah say a contradiction. This question arises. وَيَتَّجِعُ عَلَيْهِ السُّؤَالِ بِأَنَّهُ مُتَدَافِعٌ مَعَ التَّكْلِيفِ وَأَنَّهُ فِيمَا الْعَمَلِ هو القدر الملزم الذي يوجب الحوادث. So وأنه فيما العمل. So where is the amal? هو القدر الملزم الذي يوجب الحوادث. So Imam Rahmatullah says that is that reflection in the mirror, as I gave you the example. That is that power. That is that power. الملزم الذي يوجب الحوادث, which is making the حوادث لازم قبل وجودها. فيوجد بذلك الإيجاب. So with that, the ijab is coming from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. A thing is made wajib by the taqdeer of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. لا يدفع هرب ولا تنفع عنه حيلة. With the running away, you cannot get rid of it. ولا تنفع منه حيلة. And any strategy cannot protect it from what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has decreed already. وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه محمد وآله وأصحابه أجمعين برحمتك يا رحمة الله.